Deshaun, a football player, ain't he, nigga? Because they say he lying. Okay? They weren't lying. Okay? Somebody said they weren't lying. Child, I don't even know who this is, but we about to find out. So Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson suspended 11 games, fined $5 million after NFL and NFLPA reached settlements. Deshaun Watson for 11 regular season games without paying fines for sexual misconduct with more than 24 women. And y'all didn't even post the whole story, but y'all post his girlfriend. Okay, fans criticized model Jilly and Anais for sticking beside her man. All right, girl, let's look it up. Y'all want to look it up? I think we should look it up. Hold up. Because I'm interested now. Like the video. Like the video. Now I need to know. I need to know what's going on. Child, this nigga got a big old neck. Ooh, that's scary. Football players be having real thick necks. Make me nervous. Niggas be trying to headbutt bitches. Okay? Let me see. Child, they talking about how much money he can cost the city. Don't nobody care about that. What about these sexual assault allegations? Okay? What about that? Y'all, it's crazy how when you go on Google and you looking for stories about this, there aren't many stories about it. Okay. Embattled quarterback Deshaun Watson served an 11-game suspension last season and paid a $5 million fine, but his legal woes are not behind him. Watson, who signed a record-setting 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract last offseason with the Cleveland Browns, is expected to return to a Houston courtroom next week to deal. The deal represented the highest guaranteed money an NFL player has ever received, which has an child, not y'all paying him the most money out of everybody. Come to find out he out here doing the most with the women's. Where is it at? Watson will not have to appear in court in a motion filed by attorney Anissa Nguyen. Watson is asked to provide records of communication between him and the plaintiff. I feel like they being like extremely cavalier. Like they're not telling us what happened. The motion seeks cell phone records reflecting all telephone calls defendant made to plaintiff in December 2020 and January 2021, and cell phone records reflecting all text messages defendant sent to plaintiff in December 2020 and January 2021. Watson will also be required to produce correspondence between him and a third party from December, so somebody else, regarding or relating to defendant's meeting with the plaintiff at the Houstonian, a hotel, club, and spa where the massage session in question allegedly occurred. Oh, so he was out here doing the most with the girls. Okay, Watson and his representatives have consistently denied any wrongdoing since his arrival in Cleveland. However, before a Browns preseason game in August, Watson offered a public apology. I want to say I'm truly sorry to all the women that I have impacted in this situation, he said. Girl, how they lied? How did they lie if this is what he's saying? The decisions that I made in my life that put me in this position, I would definitely like to have back, but I want to continue to move forward and grow and learn and show that I am a true person of character, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. 2 grand juries previously declined to indict Watson on any criminal charges. It's weird to me that they're not saying what he was accused of specifically, even though they're referencing it. It's almost as if they're trying to act like it didn't happen. Because they want him to obviously go back to making football money. That's what it seems like to me. Let's see. Hold up. Okay, come on, CNN. This was last year. Okay, around 10 of the more than 24 women who accused Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson of sexual misconduct were expected to attend his game in Houston on Sunday, according to their attorney. Oh my God. Watson returned to the field to a mix of boos and cheers Sunday for his first NFL regular season game in 2 years to play against his former team, the Houston Texans, after serving an 11-game suspension without pay following sexual misconduct allegations. They thought it important to make clear that they are still here and that they matter. I was proud of them for that. Child, them women was supposed to show up to that game. Before his suspension, 24 civil lawsuits were filed on behalf of women alleging Watson sexually harassed or assaulted them during private massage appointments during his time with the Houston Texans. Watson denied wrongdoing in those cases, and 23 of the lawsuits were settled confidentially. 2 grand juries declined to charge Watson criminally. Less than 2 months after settling the lawsuits, the new civil suit was filed by another woman in October, alleging that Watson pressured her into sexual activity during a professional massage session. Despite the lawsuit, the NFL said his status will remain unchanged. Watson has repeatedly denied the allegations against him and said he has no regrets about any of his actions. So this was before. Okay. He spoke to the media for the first time Thursday since returning from suspension, declining to answer any non-football questions that were asked. So he had a lack of remorse at first. And then it seems as if eventually he was sorry for all that he had done. Because y'all heard me just read his apology. Even with dozens of sexual misconduct allegations, the Browns traded 3 first-round draft picks with the Texans. Traded 3 first-round picks with the Texans for Watson, then signed him to a 5-year fully guaranteed deal. Wow, the most guaranteed money in NFL history. So he got a deal after all of these women came out and said this shit happened. The decision triggered outrage and inspired many to get involved. Oh my God. For those who are struggling with wanting to speak up for victims, but also cheer for the Browns and find a medium, can get involved with our work and mission, she added. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? We gonna let this man that has allegedly forced these women, 24 of them, okay, forced them into sexual activity. We know he did it because we suspended him and traded his ass. But we're going to trade him and offer him more money than we've offered anybody else. And you still got to watch him play. What? What? Y'all, that's crazy. He had to go through a treatment program. The nigga had to go through. So this is my point, y'all. This is my point. This is how y'all know the situation with Jonathan Majors was bad. Because, I mean, even though I feel like that's 2 different, areas, I think that people can get away with more in sports than you can in entertainment now since Me Too. But I still feel like it bleeds over. You know what I'm saying? But either way, like, that's crazy. Y'all really let this like, that's crazy, y'all. Like, the women, like, and then the audacity for them to telling people that shit, like, oh, y'all can be a part of something we've done in order to make y'all feel better about us allowing this man to continue to play football and giving him all this damn money. This has been going on for about 4 years when he was in Houston with that masseuse. It wasn't just one masseuse. Rolls eyes, protect black men at all costs. Child, that is so sad. I hope you being sarcastic. Why you rolling your eyes? Why you rolling your eyes? Is it okay to, like, for men to force themselves on women? Is that okay? Y'all are weird. Y'all do realize that, like, every sexual act is not something that people always want from somebody, whether they are famous or attractive or not, right? Y'all do recognize that, right? I worry for a lot of y'all. Like, I'm sorry, but all of you women that protect black men at all costs, I pray y'all don't have children, especially like girl children. I pray for y'all's girl children. I do. Because I always think about, you protect the people in your family that do the most damage. You don't protect the kids. You don't protect the people that need protecting. You protect the strong men who are supposed to be able to protect themselves and you. Child, entertainment reps will always weigh out the risks. Whatever Majors did, the firm said it was too much for them to handle. And that's what I'm thinking. Okay? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead. I had to talk about that. Like, let's not even talk about the girlfriend online, feeling real fancy with her diamonds and shit. Girl. All right. So let's go ahead and go to Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. So Kenya Moore gave us a little sneaker peeker about what's going on with Martell. Apparently, he tried to holler at her first, which probably makes sense considering the fact that they got into that argument. Okay, thank you. Girl, you know I never know. I never know who's in the comments. She was being sarcastic, everybody. She was being sarcastic. Y'all know you typing shit, we can't hear inflection. Okay? It was everybody. It was just a mistake. Okay, so y'all ready for Kenya? Let's move on. Let's move into Kenya.